Right now, this is a rebirth. We are only as strong as our belief in each other. Yeah?
Yeah. All right, let's go now, Breeden. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I said, are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Eagles!
Junior, just a second. No pressure here. All you gotta do is be better than me in my first game.
That's a wrap.
Just aim for more points than turnovers, all right? You'll do fine. This is your moment.
Nice
Enjoy
coach.
it.
Let's go, baby!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of Garden State IAA basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. We can't wait to get another season rolling, and we look to get a great matchup to kick things off.
Well, a classic matchup with the Newark East Eagles playing host to the Burton Hornets. Both teams looking to improve. On their final positions from last year. A win tonight would be a great step towards that goal.
Bobby Erickson leads the way for the Hornets. They go against an Eagles team with quite a few new faces. Still, though, Newark is led by senior KJ Day.
And the crowd will be a factor here for the Eagles. This is the type of atmosphere you love to see at the high school level. New year and a new lineup. Day, the team captain, he'll now start at the 2 with newcomer Junior playing the point. Lack and Zadirko fill in at the forwards, and Marceda steps in to get the start at center. And the Hornets come in with their usual lineup. Luan and Dermanenko are in the backcourt. Star forward Bobby Erickson begins the game at the 3. Ramadas and Aslanoglu fill out the 4 and 5 spots.
Well, seeing Junior out there, you can't help but think of his legendary father, Duke, one of the biggest names in the area. And boy, that shot takes soft touch.
Pass to Levesque. Porter. Dermanenko outside. Levesque guarded by Day. Now here's Dermanenko. The 3 from Bobby Erickson. And just over a minute played here to start this one. Now here's Day, covered by Ramadas. Pass to Marceda. Outside for Lack. Back to Marceda. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Jonathan Lack. And Duke, a star here at Newark, who went on to have a great run at the collegiate level.
And to call Duke a high school star doesn't even begin to paint the full picture. Everyone from that era knew who Duke was. I'm sure they're ecstatic to see what Junior can do.
And it's Levesque missing. And with Junior, you don't want to only talk about who his father is, but it's a shadow he'll be under as long as he's on the hardwood.
It might be the reason why Junior didn't immediately take to basketball as a sport. But the similarities in their games are already apparent. Junior looks to be just as talented as his dad was, even if he's a bit raw.
The team captain, Day.
Neighborhood events. This weekend with Big Top Challenge. Can you beat the mascots? I sure hope so. Sweet prizes. On Wednesday, get together with your squad and get to the Rec, where Double Rep will be waiting for you all day long. And for more weekend fun, head to the 2K Beach Party. On Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all games played on the 2K Beach will be worth Double Rep. I'll be out there getting buckets and catching a tan. So if you see me, come say hi. Actually, don't do that. To recap, here's our big board of upcoming events in
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. And he said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit. You gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in a game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Kendrick Nunn. Bam Adebayo is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Robinson, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogg, one of the greatest
Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
So here's Miami's starting group. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
Here's Robinson. Nunn passes to Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
And here's Burton. Still without a basket in this game.
Well, seeing Junior out there, you can't help but think of his legendary father, Duke, one of the biggest names in the area.
New year and a new lineup. Day, the team captain, he'll now start at the 2 with newcomer Junior playing the point. Black and Zadirko fill in at the forwards, and Mercedes steps in to get the start at center. And the Hornets come in with their usual lineup. Luan and Dermanenko are in the backcourt. Star forward Bobby Erickson begins the game at the 3. Ramadas and Aslanoglu fill out the 4 and 5 spots. Now a timeout called by Burton. And Duke, a star here at Newark, who went on to have a great run at the collegiate level.
And to call Duke a high school star doesn't even begin to paint the full picture. Everyone from that era knew who Duke was. I'm sure they're ecstatic to see what Junior can do.
It's Porter up top. James. Now it's Carter outside. Pass to Luan. To end the run. It's hauled in by Mason. The Eagles with the lead. To the paint. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
A difficult finish for sure, but Junior loves proving he's up for the challenge.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's James, and he banks in the layup. And looking at Junior, the senior is exactly the type of guard the Eagles needed for this season.
Absolutely. He clearly is a plus athlete, and even though he hasn't spent too much time perfecting his skills, the pedigree is there with who his dad is.
Sheffield outside. Evans. Pass to Junior. Three-pointer. Rebounded by James. Leftos Aslanoglu in the high post. Now Luan. Kelsey. Luan covered by Junior. Luan, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew the contact on the shot.
At Luan's height, he probably runs into tough coverage like this often. But he's clever, and he plays into it to draw a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both teams making a change here. And with Junior, you don't want to only talk about who his father is, but it's a shadow he'll be under as long as he's on the hardwood.
It might be the reason why Junior didn't immediately take to basketball as a sport. But the similarities in their games are already apparent. Junior looks to be just as talented as his dad was, even if he's a bit raw.
Pass to Lack. Junior, high post. That basket's good. Off to a fast start. 2 for 3.
And the Eagles coaching staff loves this. Junior, tenacious on these physical finishes.
Now here's Erickson. Expanding his range. And again, Burton with the triple.
And after a very quiet start to the game, he's come alive here in the second.
Pass to Lack. Returns today. Inside. And Junior gets it to go.
The quick trigger on Junior. Tells you what kind of confidence he has. Not afraid to let it fly at any time.
Down low. Here's Levesque. That shot's good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards, now above 50%.
Here's Day. Here's Junior. Good, and the assist goes to KJ Day.
Textbook play by KJ. The Eagles play so well with their floor general out there feeding them. Well, coming into this season, Coach Bishop a bit on the hot seat. Eagles fans want to see a better finish than years past.
And that might have been a reason Coach Bishop tried to shake things up by bringing in some new faces. Not much to lose as he's in dire need of a great season.
Black shoots over Erickson. Here's Adirko. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Look how the Eagles rely on Zadirko. He always gives 110% on offense to keep the play alive and ensure they score.
To the inside. And it's Levesque missing. Newark East trailing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock here. To the middle. Here's Marceda. And he ties it to get this game back even.
I like that Junior's always paying attention. He sees opportunity forming and he moves the ball to the open man.
Now here's Levesque, guarded by Day. Here's Erickson. And once again, off the mark by Burton. Here's Junior, and he floats it in for the easy deuce. Credit the assist on that one.
What a read there from Lack, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for this mistake.
Outside Levesque. Returns it to Erickson. And releases just off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Eagles out in front. They lead by 2. And time for a break. The action resumes right after. And the second half of action just getting started here in our coverage of Garden State's IAA Sports. And here are the Eagles now. They've led by as much as 10. And the last few seasons, the Eagles haven't had an easy time finding wins.
For a while, it seemed you could always count on the Eagles to be at the top of this conference. That hasn't been the case lately. Hopefully, Coach Bishop has found the talent he needs to get his program back to the top.
Pass to Porter. Erickson. And he lobs it up. And they get in the way. They were going for the alley-oop, but it wasn't meant to be. Count it.
He works hard to make an impact on offense. Here's Lack doing some tremendous work inside.
Burton trailing here. Here's Drumanenko. Junior with the block.
And they continue to control the glass.
I think they've been the more physical team, guys, and that's why they're ahead.
Moving it around well. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach feel as fulfilled as seeing pure, selfless teamwork.
Dermanenko outside. Zadirko grabs the rebound. And here we go. And here's Lack for 3. Connects it from downtown.
The ball movement from them has been terrific. Very little ISO play.
And piling up the points. So far, the defense hasn't been able to counter their approach.
Time called here as the Hornets decide to talk it over.
Good timeout right there. The other team scoring at will in the paint.
Right. The opposition is feasting inside. Coach knows they need to put a stop to it.
So both teams making some changes here. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third. Outside Luan. When you look at the play style of Bobby Erickson, very much a modern wing who can play off the ball or initiate things for this offense as well.
And Erickson might be lined up out on the wing, but he'll do pretty much everything you ask of him in this offense. Coach figured out very quickly this team is at its best when Erickson has the ball in his hands.
Luan with it. Pass to Erickson. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Eagles.
These have been some terrible shot choices, guys. That was not a good look at all.
Goes up on the baseline. And he drops that one in.
No misses from him in the quarter. Solid as a rock.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Michael Luan goes in. Looking to end the run. Pass to Leftos. Now here's Erickson. 8 points for him. Left side, Luan. The 3. That shot missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Eagles ahead, up by 16. And as soon as we return, we'll bring you the start of the fourth quarter. And here at the start of the fourth quarter, the big lead for the Eagles here at home. And the Hornets and their roster, they aren't scared to play small if they need to.
Looking at the rest of the division, the Hornets are one of the smaller teams overall. They just don't have that many big bodies in the program, but they know how to make up for it with defensive rotations. Don't be fooled. This team is still deadly, albeit a tad undersized.
Outside Erickson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Check out Ramados's effectiveness around the rim. Only a sophomore and already so set on pursuing those second chance shots.
Shots good by Mason.
Not nearly enough energy on the boards there to prevent the putback.
At the defensive end, they've got to be way more aggressive than that on the glass.
It's good.
Hornets shooting guard Dermanenko with a clean feed. He seems to have a great sense for offensive ball movement.
Zadirko, covered by Ramados. And it's in there.
That's what it's all about in this game, making a play for your teammate.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening are pretty slim.
Pass to Levesque. Now here's Mason. It's stolen by Ramados. And here's Joe Levesque outside. It's hauled in by Mason.
No doubt the star of this Burton squad is Bobby Erickson. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker, and he's been with the Hornets for quite some time now, and he's been the star.
On the wing, Bobby Erickson, defended by Lack. Dermanenko right side, and it's stolen by Zadirko. To the inside. Sheffield outside. Lack. Junior. He's covered by Levesque. And with Erickson, guys, you see his release, and you know immediately he's a terrific shooter. He's going to have no problems putting it on the floor as well.
That's true. I mean, Erickson plays bigger than he actually is, and that helps him finish on the inside. Colleges have shown a lot of interest in him since his breakout performance his sophomore year. He'll most likely be transitioning to shooting guard when he gets to that next level.
That one a little long. Sheffield outside. And that's good for Junior.
Outstanding work there figuring out how to score on the D. You see the muscle Junior possesses.
Now a timeout called by Burton.
And coach is not happy with their offense. He called the timeout and is going to try to get them back on track here.
They just need to take a break and reset. Hopefully this will jumpstart their production.
Back to Junior. Pass to Brothers. Evans up top. Out to Kennedy.
Watch outside.
And here is Junior. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to go on Michael Luan. And with this huge lead for the Newark East Eagles, they've come out and set the tone they really want to set for the rest of the season.
Coach Bishop talked about a season of change. A game like that illustrates exactly what the school is after. Strong showing from the Eagles as they look to have this one wrapped up.
It's funny to think that not too long ago, Junior wasn't even thinking about basketball. He was focused on football. It's obvious now that he made a good call to switch to hoops.
Back to Evans. Pass to Junior. It's stolen away by James. Inside. Carter gets the bucket.
Good ball movement on the interior is just as important as it is out on the perimeter.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Junior. Luan covering.
Not fearing the contact. This is Junior's mentality. He welcomes aggressive defense on the way up.
That free throw missing, and the Hornets making a change here.
Shooting 2.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Bradley James on the wing. But they'll get another chance. Second shot chance. And plenty of contact there on the shot, so 2 free throws are coming up. And the foul called on the Eagles.
For the Hornets, Simon Carter. 2 shots.
First one for him falls. And so he hits them both. And here are the Eagles now. They've given up just 8 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's Junior missing. Outside James. Over Evans. James, that's good.
Defensively, I'd like to see a little more pressure on the shot. Good look from mid-range.
And the final horn sounds chalk one up for the Eagles. They get the win here at home and a fantastic start to the season.
And the level of skill from the last few years is visibly better for the Eagles. Junior seems to fit right in with the rest of the team. Newark East fans have to be excited about how they looked.
And the Hornets didn't lose this game, the Eagles won it. To get a win over a talented Burton team says a lot for the future of Newark East this season.
And that'll do it for our broadcast of Garden State IAA Hoops. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again for more presentations of high school sports athletics.
You like that? You like that?
Kid, that was something special watching you out there tonight.
Yo, wait up.
Wait, man, how you doing, kid? My name is Archie. Archie Baldwin. Dad and I were teammates.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Can't remember though, for sure. I was just a little kid when you were still playing ball.
Well, he sure loved you. Talked about you all the time. There was a story about a purple jumper. You had to wear this thing every day or you would cry.
Nice to meet you, Archie?
Yeah,
Nice to meet
look, I'll get right to the point. Upside, off the charts. Strong basketball IQ, high motor, and you understand tempo. It's a package. Easy to sell.
Sell?
Yeah.
To who? Like, scholarship?
Exactly.
Is that something you think? Or something you know you can do?
I mean, it's only one game. You show me what you got in the next one, bring me some high numbers, and we'll talk. But for right now, enjoy the moment.
You said Archie, right?
Archie Baldwin.
Archie?
Hey. Oh, take it easy, boy. Slow down.
So how am I doing now?
You show some things. That's a good thing to show.
Hey guys, magandang shoutout everyone. Kamusta kayo?
That's a step. You show some upside, but you still gotta step it up.
Especially magandang
Two games
shoutout.
is still just a small sample size.
Yung Green, nandiyan pa
One
kayo.
could get recruiters in the gym.
Just Apple in the house, Jonathan De La
So that's
Cruz.
okay.
Yeah, it's just a sprain. I'll probably be limited in this game, but I can still play.
And
Just like the
Big
old
River
man.
in the house.
Playing through it all.
Can you hear me?
Even in the
On a busted
championship.
foot, and still dropped.
How's everyone? How's everyone?
You know the story.
I know all the stories, Archie.
It's cold out here, man. Let's get something to eat on me. Hola, linda. Como ellos?
Ay.
Yeah.
Ay,
This
yes.
I'm working
Ay,
with this kid.
pero,
Been working with this one.
Ay, that's Junior. Me dá um abraço.
She said you better go over there and give her a hug. She remembers when you were a baby.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Please, sit on the house.
When you started becoming my mentor and giving me all type of life advice, all right? Look, I'm not a victim. I don't got no daddy issues. The man you knew is just not the man I knew. That's all.
So what about the next game?
Coach just wants me to sit until I get healthy.
I agree. Isn't the game after the next one the big invitational at the Barclays? A lot of elite players are going to be there from around the country.
Yeah, Andrew Scott.
Your father used to coach him, right?
Yeah, we was tight till his family moved to New Orleans when we were 12.
Y'all still talk?
Yeah, here and there on social.
His name is #1 on every board that matters.
Yeah.
He's the show, which makes it easy for us to get people there who can push the needle. But that needle ain't gonna budge if you're limited.
All right, so what's up, Archie? I mean, clearly you got connections and everybody knows you. So why aren't you working some college job?
Oh, I did. Big Ten, Big East. Did it for 20 years. Then competition got a little heavy. I started coloring outside the lines a little.
You a band?
No, nothing that dramatic. Still get a job, but when you got that scarlet letter on your chest.
And I'm your way back in?
That's right.
Why should I trust you, man?
No, you shouldn't. But your timeline is short. And if you don't got 5 guys like me knocking at your door, I'm probably your only chance. Look, I loved your father like a brother. And if I was struggling, he was always there for me. When he passed, I didn't think that I would have a chance to repay him. Maybe this is my shot. So please just think about it, all right? Get back to me.
Yo, Archie, hold up. Yo, I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I won't let you down.
Give me that ball, man. Wasting my time. Make your move when you got it. You got the angle. Take the step. Commit.
You got me, fine.
Wasting my
Let's go.
time. I got you. I got you. That's what you got to say?
What do you expect me to say?
I don't want you to say. I want you to stop putting in the work. Put in the work, Junior. I worked so hard on my step back, the heels on my Jordans unraveled. I gave my heart, my last breath to my team. Everyone I played for in Australia.
Yeah, I heard the story before, Pop. It's getting
But
old.
you're not listening. You got it all figured out now? Why, because you got a little bit of talent, because you put in a little bit of work? You're going to get old, football player. You'll see. You can cut your whole heart out for this game. What's it going to get you? For what? Look at me. Where am I right now? You better be prepared to give everything in this game, and it still not be enough. Get your head in the game, check ball. Face up. Pick a name.
Trainer says if you play in the next game and the knee doesn't get worse, you'd be probably 60, 70% for the Invitational next week. But if you sit out, you'll be 100%.
Yeah, if I can play, I'm gonna play.
And I want to win games too. But I'm taking the decision out of your hands.
Wait, Coach, you
The
can't.
city. I protect my players no matter what, even from themselves. It's too important for your health and your future. End of story.
Hello and welcome to another presentation of Garden State IAA Hoops. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Tonight, the Newark East Eagles are going up against the North High Dragons. Danny, your thoughts on this one?
Well, the big story tonight, Junior is not in the lineup. We don't know what his status is for the entire game, but he was spotted in street clothes. Overall, a huge blow to the Eagles.
There's the...
Now into the lineup for Newark.
And the Eagles look to make something happen. And that pass is airmailed and thrown out of bounds.
Oh, that can't feel good. The Eagles look really sloppy here early. This could be a long night for them.
And he controls it up top. More. Backdoor cut. Easy look. And he missed it. How'd that not go in?
Devastating miss right there. The Eagles can't get anything going.
And the ball's knocked loose. Here the Dragons go the other way. A 2-on-1, and they'll finish with easy bucket.
Newark just looks lost, Joe, without Junior in the lineup.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Dragons. They lead by 12. And we'll be back to bring y'all the third quarter action after halftime.
All right, fellas, here's the deal. We're getting blown out right now. We're getting outplayed, out-hustled, outworked. All right? Second half, I don't care what happens. I want you guys to play hard every possession. Use the ball, rebound, play D every possession. Get some stops. All right? Now we can work ourselves back into this. Yeah, you can one play at a time, all right? Sounds good. Getting better?
That was hard to watch out there.
I said I'm going in.
Hey, y'all, huddle up. Y'all playing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet.
Settle down, settle down. We talked about this. You need to keep that knee in check.
Nah, I'm good to go, Coach. It's my choice.
Okay?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Win on 3. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. All right, you guys, come on. Let's huddle up. Let's huddle up. Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Shout out all my GC.
Let's turn this thing around right now. Go time on 3. 1, 2, 3, go time.
And it's the Eagles with the ball. Down by 12. And you look at Powell, just a tremendous athlete. Who does he remind you of, guys?
Well, the first guy you have to think of is Aaron Gordon. He has that blend of athleticism and speed and power, too. I mean, that has scouts just drooling all over this guy. He plays like a walking highlight reel.
What a read there from Lack, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for this mistake.
And here's Coral. Pass to Powell. And here's Stauffer, defended by Lack. Outside Stauffer. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Stauffer. Williams uses the glass to finish the layup.
You could argue that the reason they're up as much as they are, it's because of how they've controlled the boards.
No question, Danny. They've been working hard to secure every rebound.
Here's Junior. And a misfire there from Junior. Wonder if that leg is still bothering him.
Junior already understands how to force defenders into awkward spots and draw calls. Intelligent and aggressive at the same time.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. So he comes up empty, missing both. On offense, here are the Dragons. The 12-point lead is their biggest of the game. And this backcourt of the Dragons featuring a pair of juniors, William and Dillard, a lot of talent there, but they can get a bit sloppy at times.
Yeah, they're a bit of the wild card factor for this team. You're not exactly sure what you're going to get. Everyone knows Powell is the star, but often the barometer for this school is just how under control the backcourt tandem can play.
Pass over to Dillard. Powell. Goes back up. Coral, good.
Points in the paint. It's an area where they've dominated this game.
With so many teams falling in love with the three-pointer, not these guys.
Three-pointer, Mike Stauffer buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, Williams seems to have pretty well-developed court vision. He quickly spots the opportunity of the wide-open man.
Here's Junior. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming. Charles Williams picks one up. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Junior's had to overcome a lot of adversity. As a young man, losing his father, getting a late start playing basketball, but there is no doubting his talent. Even though he's little compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some tall work on those boards.
And Junior can't connect there. The knee could still be an issue.
And still can't get it going this half. 1 of 4 since coming out of the break.
And it's hard to shake off just how disjointed the Eagles looked in the first half. Hopefully the return of Junior will get this team back on track.
And after a start like that, you really just have to hit the reset button at halftime. Coach Bishop probably sat them down and told them, just win the next 2 quarters. Don't worry about that first half.
Timeout called by the Eagles.
He's had enough of all the interior scoring.
You nailed it, and I'm sure they're going to talk at length about limiting all the points that they've been giving up in the paint.
Mason outside. Here's Junior. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. Charles Williams picks one up. And this is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And that one misses. Second free throw, no good. Smooth sailing for North High. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second. Swings it to Gibson. Over Junior. Junior comes up with the block.
On defense, Junior can get very tenacious. Here he manages to completely shut the shooter down with a big block.
Count it, that bucket is good.
And the starting small forward for the Dragons, Reese Jones, coming off an MCL injury over summer, but athleticism has never been his game.
Yeah, he's always played a bit taller than he actually is. He can give you a little bit of everything, and you hope that that leg holds up the rest of this season.
Back to Jones. Williams, guarded by Day. Here's Sousa. Newark East grabs the miss. Right side, Day. Mason. And Hopkins pulls it down. To the middle. A nice shot by Williams.
When you give up this many looks inside, it's no wonder you're on the wrong side of a run.
Yeah, some of it is good offense, but I need to see more of an effort from them defensively.
They came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical approach than they had in the first half.
And that helps their game. They've got extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to come back in this game.
So he makes 1 and 2 as he misses the second one. And some fantastic passing for them in this one.
The ball is flying around. They look like a disciplined, well-coached team out there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock here. Outside Jones. That's tipped. Stolen by Lack.
Well, you look at the last few games of the Dragons. It shouldn't be a surprise that they come out firing. This team has really been on a roll.
A number of quality wins for North High in their last handful of games. The team's peaking at the right time, that's for sure. And if the first half is any indication, they're a force to be reckoned with the rest of the way.
Pass to Marceda. Yep, that one goes.
Here's Marceda using his large frame to work past some very tough defense. He uses his power well to get to his shot.
And here's Gibson. That falls. Great assist that time from Charles Williams.
Nothing wrong with that look. They'll take those all game long.
And as we end the third quarter of play, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Dragons up on top. They lead by 18. Well, the fourth quarter getting started, and now Junior inside. That one goes.
And really, Brothers understands his role in this offense. Good to see him connecting from this area.
Bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Here's Coral. Outside for Stopper. Up top, Hawkins. Pass to Powell.
Get outside, get outside.
Reese Jones on the wing. Hawkins outside. Here's Stopper. With just 5 to shoot. Now here's Jones. From the arc. Junior grabs the miss.
Well, without a doubt, the star of this North High team is Sean Powell. Already going to a major college next season on scholarship. He can do so much.
Back to Zadirko. Evans. Here's Junior. Nice D from Sean Powell.
Well, he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Evans. Up top, it's Kennedy. Back to Evans. Kennedy, he's guarded by Jones. Now Junior. Junior just can't seem to get anything going right now, and you can just tell that he isn't close to 100% right now. On the wing, Junior goes back up. Again with the miss there. Junior really struggling to play to his normal standards. Final buzzer sounds, and that'll do it. Dragons are able to maintain the lead they built at halftime and get a big win for the school here in Newark.
Yeah, the the Eagles did everything they could to make it interesting. I mean, Junior gave them a spark, but in the end, the hole they dug in the first half was just too deep.
And it just goes to show that it takes 4 quarters of excellent play to win a game. North High were the better team start to finish, and they buried the Eagles in that first half.
And that'll be it for us here in Newark. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. We hope to see you again for our next presentation of Garden State IAA Sports.
You know, my players playing under injury, so.
All right, man. Hey, that was hero stuff. Even in the loss, you're a fighter.
Thanks, Arch.
Remember, rice it. Rest, ice, compress, and elevate that knee.
Yeah, no doubt all week.
Hey. You focus on the invitation. That's all that matters now. Understood?
Thanks, Arch.
Junior.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this.
Rice it.
Yeah.
At least my story like National Games. I got it for free under Epic Games, so you might want to download this game for the 27th of May. It's for free, guys. It's for free. I got it for free. Sa lahat ng mga nanonood dyan na gustong maglaro ng NBA 2K21, you can download this or you can purchase this now for free, guys. Again, that's for free. Original price is 2,200 something. I think I forgot the exact price. 2,251 yata. And so yung mga gamer, yung mga naka-video dyan na gustong download to, again, that's until May 27 under Epic Games. And I think the invitational game is
Crew is everywhere. Oh man, Jimmy, you got big players up there. Evan, Chuck, hilarious, man. NBA even getting an early look. Man, it's all happening, Junior. How do you feel?
I'm good. Focus.
Look good too.
And you look stretched, Arch.
Well, that's okay, because I'm not playing. Look, a win would be ideal, but skills matter. You know, positive possessions, tempo, your demeanor in the warm-ups, your focus on the huddles. Every player is an investment. They're going to be trying to get all kinds of intel to make sure you're a good fit.
Write that down. Bigger than Broadway. Hendrix Cobb Experience is about to light this city up.
Hendrix, have you never done on any college selections? Where are you planning on jumping overseas?
Yo! I mean, I heard we was playing, but I had to come see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you back playing. This is where you belong. On the court.
What's up, man? How's New Orleans, though?
Home. It's good. I'm gonna hit shoot around.
All right.
See you on the floor?
Yep.
I know that's your friend and all, but you need to stay focused. You light him up and the world will open up for you.
All right, Arch, you need to reel it in now.
I'm serious.
Nah, I'm serious too, man. It's just, pain in your neck is bulging right now, man, and I'm worried about you.
Ain't no vein in my neck bulging. How big is it?
Man, I'm just saying, you need to worry about your salt intake. That's all.
See, now you pushing it.
I done played basketball before. I know what this game is about. I know how to win. As soon as that tip goes up, ain't no friends anymore. Don't worry, Arch. I got it.
No. This room's for players and coaches only. Out.
Oh, it's okay. Coach, use
I
me.
know exactly who he is. Out!
Come on now, don't hold back. Tell me how you really
This is
feel.
funny to you?
No, it's not. But it's your show, right, Henry?
Yeah. What's going on with you after all this?
Nothing. Nothing at all, Coach. Have a great game, Junior.
Thanks, Arch.
It's all up to you now. Go get him.
and welcome to the Barclays Center. We're here for the final game in the Battle of Brooklyn. I'm Joe Lamy. Alongside me are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Great matchup in this one between Louisiana Northeast and Newark.
Sure is, Joe. Both teams have looked impressive lately, but you'd have to be a fool to think this isn't Louisiana Northeast Wolves. They're led by top recruit Hendrix Cobb. This team is tops in the country.
The depth and talent of the Civic Cats will be hard to match, but the Newark East Eagles are no slouches, and they played with heart all season long. They also have a surprise star in Junior that can provide matchup issues for the Civic Cats.
Either way, we'll be in for a treat as the top talent in high school hoops hits the floor. The scouts will be tuned in for this one as the Battle of Brooklyn is on its way. We see the Eagles starting with Day and Junior, the talented backcourt pair. On the wing, you have Black, Zadirko and Marceda make up the post pair to round out the starting five. For the Cats, it's the star tandem in the backcourt with Cobb at the 1 and Davidson at the 2. Splitter fills in at the small forward position with the high-flying Teddy Edwards at the power forward spot, with Mushi Fresh rounding it out starting at center.
And without a doubt, Hendrix Cobb, the #1 recruit in the nation, has seen him tonight. A lot of eyes will be on him during this contest.
Cobb's shot is off.
That's a break for the D. He's not the guy to leave open out there on the perimeter.
Yeah, that's a breakdown, plain and simple, but they got away with it.
Back to Junior. Down low. Zadirko lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And with Cobb, the #1 prospect from this class, without a doubt. He's still undecided on where he's going to school, guys.
Yeah, and it's not from a lack of offers. Many major schools have reached out to him already. Cobb knows, though, he has all the power and will make his decision when he's good and ready. How fun is it to see the point guard throwing it down?
The athleticism of today's generation is simply outstanding.
Hey, it really is. If you had told me 20 years ago we'd eventually see point guards bust out dunks like that, I wouldn't have believed you at all.
Splitter outside. And around 2 minutes played here in the first. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That's on Zadirko.
And this is the matchup everyone wants to see. Hendrix Cobb versus Junior. They'll be going at each other all game long at their position.
And with Cobb and Junior matching up, they're familiar with one another from when Cobb grew up in the area.
And that's what makes this game such a battle. You have the history between them and the fact they're both the stars of their teams. A lot of fans and scouts alike are curious about how this game goes for these two.
Now here's Day. From beyond the arc. Nails it from 3.
What a read there from Lack, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for this mistake.
Outside Cobb. It's good.
Using his unpredictability to his own advantage, a tough cover for any defense.
The Eagles trailing. Now here's Day. Pass to Junior. And a tough start to this game for Junior.
No, you're right. Credit him for playing, but the way he started this game shooting the ball, you have to assume the knee is an issue. And it'll continue to be an issue for him all game long.
A nice shot there by Cobb. Timeout called by the Eagles.
And Coach wants to make some changes right now. Try to gain more control over this one.
Along with Coach, I like the timeout. It's clear there's an opportunity to mix things up.
The Eagles now. It's a 3-point game. For the Cats, this is more than just a road game for them. These young men are dealing with the first taste of play after traveling across the country.
Yeah, that should be a big advantage for the Eagles, Joe. The one.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second. Count it.
Cobb is quick to rise up and fire off the catch. Not lacking any confidence shooting the ball.
To the paint. Outside for Lack. Inside. And the miss there from Junior. Boy, he just doesn't look at full strength in this one. Here's the break. Cobb can't hit.
Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's on you. That's not heads-up basketball.
Junior, foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And that one on Timmerman. These are his first free throws of the game. No good at the free throw line.
Junior's had to overcome a lot of adversity as a young man, losing his father, getting a late start playing basketball, but there is no doubting his talent.
And even though he's out there and playing, Junior just doesn't seem like he's his usual self.
I would guess that he just doesn't have the same endurance as he normally does. I mean, he's moving fine, but everything seems to be a bit tougher for him tonight.
Watching the way Cobb gets things done on the floor is exemplary. It's easy to see why he's such a highly regarded recruit.
Everything comes so easy for him. Just raw, natural ability combined with a great sense of the moment. There's a sense that he'll be an impact player beyond the college level someday already.
He gets that one to fall.
For me, their ball movement is really standing out. Every basket coming off an assist, it seems like.
Well, the last 3 buckets have, and these guys are in total unison right now.
To the middle. Here's Zadirko. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses, and will go for 2. And the foul goes against Louisiana. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And the Cats making a change here. That one's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Civic Cats with the lead. Cobb down low, covered by Junior. Counted.
Yeah, Cobb's basketball IQ is incredibly high for a player his age, keeping his teammates involved in the action of the game.
Outside, Black. Hay, covered by Splitter. Pass to Brothers. Black. Here's Junior. And Junior looking a bit winded out there. Wonder if that injury is still bothering him.
And for the Eagles, they're technically the away team in this game, even though it's being played right in their backyard.
And you have to admire the effort the Eagles have shown all tournament long, too. They knew they'd have the crowd support most of the way, and they've earned it with their play.
The Eagles making a switch here. And here are the Civic Cats now. 3-point lead. A clear look for Hendricks Cobb. It's hauled in by the Eagles. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. Not the best shooting night for Junior, and you wonder if his knee is any issue, guys.
He might not be making a big deal or show out of it, but the numbers say it's bothering him still. He just doesn't seem to have it tonight.
Time called here. The Civic Cats decide to talk it over. The Eagles making us.
Yo, what's up, Green? Good morning. That's guess what? I got this one.
And here's Day. Down low. Here's Junior. Excellent D there from Hendricks Cobb. And here are the Civic Cats now. They trail by 1. Now here's Splitter, guarded by Day. And there's the foul on the shot, so he'll go to the line for 2.
And for Junior, the interest in him from colleges has been growing all season long. There's a good chance he'll get some offers from great schools to play at the next level.
Going back to Junior and the offers from colleges, guys, it seems like a lot will get at least an invite from some major schools.
And they'd be foolish not to offer him a scholarship at this point. He's proved time and time again this season that this is just the tip of the iceberg for him. Junior could be a huge player at the college level.
And so he hits them both. Here's Day. Junior outside. A kick out to Day. The three-pointer is off the mark. And here are the Civic Cats now. It's a 1-point game, and it's in there.
I love Splitter's tenacity in the paint. He's not timid about getting in the mix and having to fight for the shot.
And it's Junior missing.
That's too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive on his finishes.
Splitter, no good.
That can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Pass to Marceda. Chalk up 2 right there.
They get one in a drop. Want a fort here in the third.
And here are the Civet Cats now. They lead by 1.
And a look at the Civet Cats bench, it's not the most talented, but the group is well seasoned. A lot of seniors who have seen everything this program has thrown their way.
And thinking about the Civet Cats bench, guys like Sapita, Timmerman, and Wang, not very talented, but they're experienced.
I agree. Certainly they're the last guys you expect to do any real damage out on the floor, but they're really not known for their school. But that leadership, that experience that they provide, that secures their spot on this team.
Great pass. You like the unselfishness, and you like the precision.
Outside Cobb. And a foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. And the Eagles... And here are the Civet Cats now. They trail by 1. Outside, Davidson. Pass to Edwards. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Junior up top. Davidson defends. Sheffield with the bucket.
Fantastic read by Junior. You see him picking up the game more and more out there.
Outside, Davidson. Inside, here's Porter. The shot's good on the nice assist from Davidson. And only 1 injury to report for the Eagles in this one. Junior's still not at full strength.
The team was hoping that Junior's knee would have been fully healed by now, but it just hasn't recovered the way they wanted. He'll be available for them, but he isn't close to 100%. He might even be on a minutes restriction.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Louisiana trailing. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're just about 1 minute into it. Here's Fresh. Back to Davidson.
He'll be the first to tell you that's a shot he should convert. The D was not tight on him.
Here's Sheffield. And no good. Good work defensively by Benjamin Davidson. Good work there as it goes.
And a precision pass from Davidson. The Civet Cats playing some solid team ball out there.
Here's Junior. And fouled hard that time, and he'll get 2 shots at the line. And it's going to go on Benjamin Davidson. The first one falls. So both teams changing it up here. Good on both attempts. Now Davidson. Edwards outside. Fresh. Count it, that bucket is good.
Inside, Mushi's physicality, letting him muscle his way right to the shot. Scouts must be impressed by his athleticism.
Here's Junior. Rebounded by the Cats. Outside, Davidson. Pass to Edwards. Tie it up. And the officials call a travel.
Those kind of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
The Eagles leading. Junior up top, and they double up Junior. Here's Sheffield, rejected by Benjamin Davidson. Defended by Lack. Splitter outside. Just over 2.5 minutes now played here in the final quarter of regulation. 5 to shoot. Fresh to take the lead. And they couldn't get a shot off in time. That's a 35-second shot clock violation. And the Eagles will call time here.
He looks shaken up. They're going to need a timeout here. Let's get some medical attention.
Zadirko outside. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and falls. Well, most thought that the Civic Cats would run away with this one, but this is very much a contest.
Absolutely, Joe. The Eagles have shown a lot of heart the way they've stuck with the Civic Cats. They might not have the depth or talent at the top, but this is a team that is firing on all cylinders and fighting for every chance.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played just about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Edwards, right side. Here's Cobb. Plenty of room to knock down that shot.
This is why the Cats go to Cobb in these spots. They believe in his ability to come through.
Pass to Marceda. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Pass to Cobb. Fresh. Back to Cobb. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Massive bucket by Cobb to keep him in it. Louisiana Northeast's coach is smart to get the ball to his star.
Guys, here's a look at Teddy Edwards, another fantastic player who is highly recruited on the Civic Cats team.
Edwards has the raw power and strength to finish inside against just about anyone. He moves very well for his size and is a natural finisher at the rim. He's definitely going to make some college people extremely happy in short time.
Louisiana calls timeout. Rush with it. James Marceda with the block.
I love when Marceda leverages his reach and height on D, able to cleanly deny the shot attempt.
And now they decide to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he goes 2 of 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
And here are the Civic Cats now. Here's Cobb. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him within 3!
The mid-range jump shot is alive and well. Cobb is more than happy to take those jumpers.
And with Cobb playing back in Brooklyn, a bit of a homecoming for him, guys.
Yeah, definitely. He spent his early years playing in Newark, right down the road from this facility, actually. And at age 12, his parents moved to Louisiana, and that's really where his basketball career started.
Time called here. The Civic Cats decide to talk it over. For 3, it's Hendricks Cobb. It's good! And he's brought him within 2 points.
An assertive shot by Cobb at the 3-point line. You can really see some serious potential in his raw shooting ability.
And the Eagles will call time here. go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Fresh.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
On top of that, a steal or a foul to also stop the clock.
Fires it. It's in! And he's brought him within 2 points.
Clean feed with a wide open man by Mushi Fresh. He's been well coached to identify those kinds of openings.
And so they foul intentionally.
And as expected, they use a foul to stop the clock.
Time can be an enemy just as much as the score at this point.
And so he drops both of them. And it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Fresh. Pass to Cobb. Off target with the 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts him up by 5. Now here's Cobb. Misses there. And the Battle of Brooklyn goes to the Eagles. Fantastic end to this invitational as Newark East gets the win in their own backyard. What an incredible performance from them.
Even though they were the local team, I don't think many expected the Eagles to win this. Gritty performance from them to take down the top team in the nation.
And it's certainly a disappointment for the Civic Cats, who came into this game as favorites. They lost to a team that played with heart and put it all together right when they needed to. We saw a great game from Junior as well.
And that'll do it for us here. We want to thank everyone for watching the Battle of Brooklyn. On behalf of Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. Thanks for joining me.
Better you would be a starter. okay. I won't go that far.
Yeah, I'm about to end my end.
Yeah, also.
Hey, man. Honestly,
me too, man. Yeah. Celebrate with your team.
It's already 9:49. 11 minutes before time. So, I own.
Man, this is it. College. Atmosphere, the tradition, coaching. It's nothing like it, Junior.
It's kind of time.
It's a good time to get to know who you are, too. Get an education, you know. There's no money right now. Path gets easier for you to get a bigger brand once you get into the league because of all the TV exposure.
Yeah. Like Zion.
Exactly, like Zion. It's not going to be easy. A few bad games gets magnified. Bad press snowballs fast in college.
Yeah, but positive press snowballs too.
Exactly. So you want to keep it positive. I know you made a few visits, talked to a few coaches, but the decision is yours. Where do you see yourself next year, Junior? You made the right choice, Junior. Let's get you on a call with Coach. I know he's going to be thrilled. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you, you hear me? So you think you're ready to declare for the draft? Just hit me up.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Moving into a bigger world now, Junior. Think you ready?
Oh, no doubt, man. Let's go get it.
I'm gon' let it shine. This love like mine. I'm gon' let it shine, let it shine. Like, I'm gon' let it, living and grinding.
Ayun, so guys, thank you so much. I'll be ending my stream now. Okay. Itutuloy ko siya. I'm not quite sure when. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Alright, now please keep safe, y'all. Have a great night. Bye.